Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much guys. Hubert, nice to see you here. And Flora, Carol, Mika, right? And Riano, Roger. Okay, so yeah, as usual, right? Okay. CK 你好. Okay, and Fed 你好, Bradley, Trinet. Alright, nice to see all of you here again. Alright. Okay, so today, yep, what are we going to do? All right, in this forex trading plan 2022. All right, so we are going to plan out what we are going to trade today. All right, so in this case, okay, over here, okay, make sure we have the correct planning, okay, so that we can focus what are we going to do? All right. Okay. So quickly, all right. So zoom into Aussie CAD first. All right. So I will go a little bit slower, like Roger said. Okay. So I hope all of you can get what I'm sharing with you in this session. All right. Okay. For people who are new to me, all right. Okay. So I'm a full-time trader here, and I'll be sharing my planning for the day. So if you want to follow me, do click the like button, subscribe, and also ring up the bell. All right. Okay, I hope this yesterday those who have just watched this video, I hope it's helpful. Okay, so make sure you ring up the bell for me and also the subscribe button. Okay, all right. So let's move again into Aussie CAD. All right, Aussie CAD. Okay, Aussie CAD over here. Okay, so what we are looking at for Aussie CAD right now. Okay, so as usual, Aussie CAD over here, as we can see, okay, Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD is still moving into the bull. Okay, it's still in the bull market, all right, still moving upwards, upwards, upwards now. Okay, so, well, when will it stop? Okay, I can't tell you where it will stop, but according to the movement, okay, the analysis, technical analysis here, okay, looking like as if over here today, okay, in H4, we are looking out for a resistance over here. Okay, it's over here. All right. So right here, okay, in this resistance over here, it seems like it's going to have a slowdown on the bullish market. All right. So, but it is still in the bull. Okay. It doesn't mean that it hits on the resistance. Okay, I'm going to sell for 100 pips, 200 pips. Okay, no, that's not the case. Okay, so tentatively it will slow down here. So we are still waiting for it to actually go further up, furthermore. Okay, so tentatively by looking at this, it's still in the bull. Okay, however, it is still in the bull, but it is not into the bear yet. It doesn't mean that it hits on the resistance, it's going to become the bear market. Okay, that's not the case. Huh? All right, so it will slow down a bit. So for buyers who want to continue the buy, all right, please make sure it breaks this resistance to form a new support above the resistance, then continue the buying. Okay, all right. All right, so how about Aussie franc? Let's take a look at Aussie franc. All right, Aussie franc over here. Okay, Aussie franc from the bull continue on retested and continue the bull market. It continue the bull market, right? Okay, so right now since it's continuing the bull market running, okay, it is still over here. All right, continue to run. Well, it's continue to run for the bull, then it will be a buy. Correct? It will be a buy. So definitely buying is possible. All right. So let's pay attention to H4. Well, you can see that it's actually retested on the previous resistance to become a support and build up a new support. Okay, this is what I usually say. If buyers take note, when it tested the previous resistance, okay, this is the previous resistance, which will actually become the current support. You see the candle, the red candle, it actually tested and retraced back with a lower wick, a long lower wick over here, and now setting up a support. So buying is highly possible. Okay, all right. So we'll continue the buy. Okay. Hi Joey and hi Manwai, 你们好. Right. So okay, over here, yes, I'm bilingual, not multilingual. Okay, yeah. All right, Aussie yen, Aussie yen, Aussie yen, Aussie yen. Okay, continue the buy. Okay, as we can see over here, it hits on the support. Correct, it hits on the support here, and it doesn't break the support. Okay, a few days ago we were talking about it that last Friday. Okay, hoping that it will break the support and continue the selling. Who knows? Okay, it doesn't break. Okay, but then it become a support. So it become a support on the support, and now it's still moving upwards. So is it good to buy now? Okay, let's check. Okay, always go down to, I will go down to H4 and let's check the resistance over here. As you can see, one test here, second, third, and yesterday was testing and setting up a higher support towards the resistance. When the higher support towards the resistance, it also means that a very high chance that this will break. It will break the resistance. Okay, so in this case over here, it's going to go for a buy. So if this is going to break the resistance and retested the resistance as a support and build out a candle like this, a red and green candle, then it will become a buying signal to continue the bullish market. All right. Okay. So Aussie yen definitely no selling today. All right. Okay. Next, Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi over here. All right. Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi, what are we looking out for, right? Aussie Kiwi, it hits on the resistance and coming down here, all right? It looks like it's going to sell, correct? Okay, so now H4. Yes, today, okay, remember in Forex trading, there's always a point whereby the bull will be running up, correct? And when it starts to turn down, okay, and trying to go into the bear market. However, there will always be a chance that the bear has to go through a transition area. Okay, they must go through a transition area from the bull market and turn down to a bear market. Okay, so this is the transition. So this is a transition from the resistance here. Okay, so now tentatively, okay, it has actually maintained below the transition and we are still in the resisted area, okay, in the resisted bear market. Okay, so tentatively by looking at this, we have a chance to sell. All right, we have a chance to sell. So now let's look at where are we going to sell. So by looking at this over here, okay, let me shrink down the chart and look out for the support first. Okay, first of all, support, and support. Okay, now these are all the support. By looking at this, the very first thing that we look at is the current candle movement in H4 here. Okay, because H4 is a time frame where it determines my strength, whether it's a buying strength or a selling strength. Okay, so by looking at this, you can already see that there's a retrace, a rejection, okay, another rejections, and now coming to test the support. The support is very strong and the rejections down here is also very strong because there's a support area here. Okay, this area, there's a support here. All right, so this support is very strong. So now it's retesting the support again. Okay, so if the H1 over here, it can break the support and form a new resistance below the support, then you will have a chance to sell. Okay, then you will have a chance to sell. All right, if not, I think you can give this a miss because for Aussie Kiwi, whenever I see such a candle like this, okay, rejection when it start to sell, trying to break the support. After that, it tried to break the support again, but it has been rejected. So this support is a sign that this support is very strong. So I think if this is going to break, it should really break down and really go deep into the sea. However, it is not breaking yet. Okay, it is not breaking yet. Although now we can see a lower high, okay, lower high and lower high, then come down and another lower high. It's a lower high to the support. Okay, so that means it's a strength to sell, a strength to break the support. Okay, so guys, if we want to sell Aussie Kiwi, make sure you break the support. Make sure you break the support below, then you have another new resistance, okay, then you sell. A new resistance like this, okay, like this, okay, example like this, okay, like this, all right? So you will have a chance to sell. If not, I think it will hit on the support and it will continue to buy, okay? All right, so Aussie, that's for Aussie Kiwi, huh? All right, so next, let's move on to Aussie dollar. Yes. All right, okay, so Aussie dollar over here, let's see, very clear, we are in the bull and moving up, okay, forming up a higher support, you see, like this, similar candle like Aussie Kiwi. All right, then it continued the bull run, correct? Okay, so that's we are still on the bull. So for Aussie dollar, we see it has retested on the resistance, previous resistance, which now tested it will become a support. Okay, To know more about support that become a resistance, okay, you can stay put and stay subscribed to my YouTube channel. I will be sharing this knowledge over a video. All right. Okay, so over here, when it formed a new support, a red candle and a green candle on this resistance, previous resistance which become the current support, and it will continue the buy. Okay, so that is where it will start to go long. So Aussie dollar is in the bull, and it will go very easily when it hits on the resistance. Okay, the previous resistance which current support. Okay, all right, so no for selling. So all the Aussie I'm going to give up for selling, so most likely it's all buying. Okay, all right, so since it's all buying, how about the cross pair in Euro Aussie? It looks like, okay, same thing. Okay, it has been selling through a bear zone all the way. Once it touches the bear zone in and it's not breaking out, okay, and it's now breaking down, so all the way, correct? Now we are hitting on the support. So we are hitting on the support, all right, in the general trend. We are in the bear trend, but we are hitting on the support. So now we are hitting on the support. So are you going to sell? All right? No. Okay, so no way. All right. So in this case over here, okay, by looking at this, okay, this support, okay, let's take a look. Are we on the right support here? Okay, we are now, let's check, okay, the support over here, okay, this is being tested once. So, okay, the support has been tested once, tested twice, the fourth time, twice, and fourth time may be over here. So by looking at this, be careful. It seems like it's going to build up a higher low. A higher low means a higher support. It may start to build up in this H4, then it will drag the whole day one all the way, the general trend all the way to for a retracement. So tentatively, although it looks like we still have plenty of chance to go, okay, about 70, 60 to 70 pips to sell, it looks good. Okay, it looks good. Indeed, it looks good. However, okay, it may retrace back. Okay, today it may have a retracement. Okay, then you have a chance to sell. Okay, but Euro Aussie, it has been going down all the way like this. It's a trending downwards. It's a bearish trend, correct? It's a bearish trend, correct? So now, right now in this session, as we are trading in these 4 hours, first thing first, if we are going to have a trending session, okay, Euro Aussie, it will go up first, like this, example like this, okay, it will go up first, then it will start to sell. So that means to say, in this session, it may not just sell, it may go up first, then on the second half of the day, then it starts selling, correct? Okay, so Euro Aussie, keep it on the second half of the day, then we pay attention to that. This session, leave it alone, all right? Okay, all right, so EURNZD over here, okay. Hi, Mr. Yap. Okay, Mr. Yap. All right, Mr. Yap from Mr. Yap was asking, okay, Euro Aussie, can I buy? Okay, Euro Aussie, the general trend is actually in the in the bear, so no selling. If no buying, sorry. If you are buying, it also means that you are going against the trend. So it's not advisable for you to do that. All right. Okay. So Mr. Yap, no buying. Okay, no buying for that. Okay, right. But since you say it will reverse up before it start to sell, why not take the opportunity to grab some? Well, okay, it can be risky, okay, in a way, because you are trading, you are anti-trend trading. You're having an anti-trend trading. So when it going up, it may go very slow. And once the resistance has been set up, it can just drop any time. Okay, so it's not advisable. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So I hope you get it. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. All right. So EURNZD, moving from the bull all the way into the bear, coming down. Okay, out of the transition, retesting to go back into the transition, but failed, and now coming back to sell. All right. That seems good. All right. Now looks good, huh? Now looks good. Like yesterday, we were talking about this. Hopefully, it can come back, hits on the resistance, then we start selling. I hope you get it yesterday. Okay, all right. So now, okay, it hit it yesterday. This morning, it started to retrace downwards. Correct? Okay, it has a lot of ranging here, correct? Yesterday we were talking about the ranging towards the sideway, and it seems like it hits on the resistance, and then it should go back to hits on the support. Am I right? Okay, so guys, we are in the are we in the bear trend? Okay, from here, lower high, creating a lower high, looks good. Okay, now looks good. However, the space here is very tight, correct? Support to the resistance is very tight. So now it's hitting on the resistance, coming down for the support. Okay, coming down to the support. So over here, we have about 35 pips. We have about 35 pips to go. So by looking at these 35 pips, now let's see. If we are looking at this trend whereby it's actually going on the sideway, correct? So very obvious that it hits on the resistance, very likely it's going to test the support. So let's check. From here to here, we have about 30 pips. Can we grab a 10, 15? Probably, yes. Okay. However, now it's building up a support. It seems like from the previous support, now we have a higher support, correct? So this can be dangerous. Okay, so let's watch it. Okay, in terms of H1, okay, lower down again. Okay, lower down again. If we are going to sell, okay, we must look out for a resistance. There must be a resistance for us to sell. Okay, there must be a resistance for us to sell. Okay, always remember to sell, always sell at the resistance. Never sell at the support and thinking that it will break the support. No way. All right. Okay, so this is one of the resistance, and over here there's one resistance as well. Okay, so this part here, okay, so if I want to sell, I will want to wait for it to sell at to reach the resistance of $1.44545 estimated. Okay, because it may be a little bit different from yours. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Okay, it's okay, somewhere here. So I'm going to wait for it to go up first to test the resistance without breaking to form a new resistance. Then I start selling. Okay, all right. Okay, so but this is actually a ranging. Okay, and we are looking at H4 that it seems like it's going to form up a higher support. Am I right? If unfortunately we entered a selling trade, like say maybe when we hit on the resistance and come down, maybe say here, all right, okay, and we created another a higher low, a higher support up here, and break the resistance, what to do? Okay, when you break the resistance, okay, keep your cool. Okay, keep your cool. Then let's wait for it. Let's say it's something like this. Okay, something like this. When you break the resistance, okay, keep your cool. Wait for a resistance to come back to retest the resistance level, which will become a support. If it becomes a support over here, all right, okay, then cut the trade. That will stop the losses. Okay, so if you really can enter from the resistance, okay, and the trigger point come nearby the resistance, well, I think probably you are taking a loss of only 10 pips. Okay, I think that is quite reasonable. Okay, because there's a sign that it retests the previous resistance that become the support, and you know when it form up like this, okay, red and green candle like this above the resistance, that means buying is possible, going to buy. So you will cut the trade. Okay, all right. So for a stop loss over here, make sure you get the idea. All right, you must follow the reaction of the market. Okay, there's no specific stop loss. Like example, okay, I'm going to set my stop loss if it breaks the resistance, so I set my stop loss at the resistance, which is wrong. Okay, no way, man. Okay, if you are selling, you don't stop loss at the resistance, correct? Okay, because the basic theory is you sell at the resistance, you buy at the support, correct? Okay, so yep, so always remember. Okay, so once it hits above the resistance, that means it's breaking the resistance, and if you retest the resistance and become a support, then you cut the trade. Okay, all right. Okay, so EURNZD, there's a bit of the chances of hitting the TP and SL is 50-50. So I'm going to leave this out as well. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's move again to EURPAUD. Okay, EURPAUD. All right, EURPAUD over here. Okay, so Euro Pound, we are actually still struggling and hovering around in this bull zone. Shall we buy? Buying is a high percentage. Yes. Okay, I'm a seller, so I'm going to avoid this. All right. Okay, so can we sell? Okay, Mr. Yap, we can't. Normally, I will not sell in this zone. Okay, this zone is not a very ideal zone that I'm going to sell. Okay, this zone. Okay, this zone, huh? Okay, I'm not going to sell because as I mentioned previously. Okay, this zone is actually a zone whereby it can go either way. So I will not sell. Okay, so a lot of turbulence here. So I'm not going to touch Euro Pound for now. Okay, I'm going to give you a miss today. How about Euro Yen? Euro Yen. Euro Yen is actually moving and tested the resistance coming down and out of the resistor transition from the resistance. So it actually go out of the now it's the resistance, correct? Retesting. It's now retesting the support. But look carefully. It's in the bull zone. It tried to break the resistance into the bear zone, but it didn't enter into the bear zone like this. Okay, like this. It did not. So over here, it touches and form as a resistance to reject it and fall as a resistance retesting the support here. However, all right, there's some support in the lower time frame over here that actually stop it, and it becomes a higher support. Am I right? So if this is a good sign that Euro Yen, it may continue the bull run from now. Okay, so by looking at H4, it's actually creating a lower low until yesterday. It start to create a rejections. There's a sign of rejections. There's so many rejections for the three candles of H4, which equals to 12 hours, half a day is all rejections. So now these rejections give me a signal that is actually going up for a buy. Correct? It's going up for a buy. Yes. Okay. So now this has formed out as a support level, and now it has a resistance over here. Okay, resistance over here from here. So a new resistance that come again, tested the resistance, it fell. However, new support, a higher support coming up again. All right. So now this is a sign of buying too. It's a sign of buying. Okay, it may start to sell. It may start to sell. So if it's starting to sell, it must break a support in the lower time frame, like over here, this area of support. So aqua line is above or above the white line here. It clearly shows that this chart has been supported. Okay, so if we wanted to sell, if we want to sell this, we have to clear the support area. Okay, when it clear the support area, yes, okay, we can sell. All right, if not, this support area is very strong. We are being the first commandos to break the support. So no. Okay, let the market break the support and we follow them. All right. So Euro Yen, tentatively, I will say that it is a sign of buying. Okay, it is a sign of buying from H4 by looking at this support and higher support. Okay, and now moving towards the resistance is a sign of a strength to buy. All right, so probably it may come down for a little bit to look out for new support, then continue the buying. So no selling at all. No selling for Euro Yen. Okay. All right. So Euro Kiwi. Okay, Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi over here. All right. Euro Kiwi like this is good. It has entered into my bear zone and creating a resistance coming down out of the into the transition from the bull and coming down to the bear in the transition, and out of the transition officially from here is a bear market. It's a bear market, right? Okay, I know for the past few days Euro Kiwi is a very nice, a good currency pairs to sell to capture your profit. Well, that's good. Okay, so continue the selling. Let's see where's the support level that we have to take note. Okay, there's a support here. Let's see. Okay. And is there another resistance here? Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look over here. Let me confirm again. Okay, support level on the left side, as you can see, one support has been set up. Okay, so we tested the support. Okay, now it went up all the way. Okay, it went up all the way. Okay, so give me a give me a second. Let me drink something to clear my throat. Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. So okay, I'm back. Okay. All right. So over here, the support, okay. Then it went up. Then now coming back for the selling, correct? Okay, now coming back for the selling. That's good. Selling, now we are very near to the support. 50 over pips to the support. Okay, so let's see, is there any resistance over here? All right, let's see, is there any resistance? There will probably, I will be looking at this resistance over here. The most touches here, one touch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now it may retrace upwards. Wow, that's big. That's a big one. Okay, so far by looking at this, okay, there's still a good chance we are in the middle of nowhere. That means no man's land. All right, so now let's check, is there any, wow, euro kiwi, I guess we still have a good chance to sell. All right, if there's a new resistance coming along around here, as you can see now, it's actually hovering. Let's I think a euro kiwi is good. It's good to, let's wait for a little while for it to retrace upwards to form a new resistance with a red dot here. Okay, like this. Then we will start to retrace downwards. Then look out for the entry point to sell. Okay, all right. So this one is still okay. All right, euro kiwi is still good to sell. However, in these 4 hours, we need to clear a little bit on the H1 over here. You see, it's still hovering around here, right? Okay, I think the best solution, the best suggestion from me is to wait for a new resistance, then we start selling. Okay, all right, because I guess currently we don't really have a good chance to sell right now. Okay, if it's continue to drop, please don't chase, let it go. All right, just wait for the new resistance. Okay, so euro kiwi, I think this one we can pay attention to this. Okay, I will put this into my list today. Euro kiwi. Okay, all right, euro kiwi. Okay, so euro dollar, how about euro dollar? Euro dollar from the bull, okay, tested the resistance coming down, creating a higher support from the bull, and now it's testing on the support again, and it failed to break and it continued to go up. So today, look carefully on this. Okay, let me see. Today, okay, over here it tested the resistance again, and now it get up and start to sell down. Right, it's weird. Okay, euro dollar. Okay, of course it's weird. We do not know whether the war is going to start that will affect the whole European countries. Okay, or dollar may benefit from that, as they have rose up yesterday, and it has rose yesterday, and actually now creating a lot of I would say bring the economy stronger. Okay, for some indexes. So in this case, euro dollar is actually hovering in such a tight space here. Would I want to sell? I wouldn't say yes. Do I want to buy? I wouldn't say no. So the answer is indecisive, correct? So market is in the state of indecisiveness. So in that case, I will just let it go. Okay, in this session of H4, I'm going to give you a miss. You can check the next H4 hours when it opens on the second half of the market. All right. Okay, so euro dollar, I'm going to give you a miss today. Okay. Right. Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie. Let's take a look at Pound Aussie. Right. Pound Aussie now turning down. Okay. Since yesterday, it has really turned down. Okay. Out of the transition and now still going on the bear. So after it has break this and now we are testing on the support here. You can see support, 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 testing. All right, testing, huh? Seems like this case, okay, we are going to take a look at H4. Is it testing on the support? Okay, now it's on the selling mode. Okay, on the selling mode. Okay, let me check the support area. Okay, this is the support area as you can see. Okay, on the left side of the screen. And now it comes here, tested once, feared, and now over here, feared. Retesting, now it went up and now it's actually trying to erase the buying volume, all right, and retesting the support, creating a lower low over here, support here, and creating a lower low. So it also means that there's a chance of going for a trending when this actually tested on the resistance, whereby these were the previous support. Can you take a look? Okay, previous support tested, previous support had been set up, tested once, twice, thrice, and break. After that, it reverses up, touches the previous support, which actually now become the selling off of the buying trade. Okay, so selling off of the buying trade that creates a resistance that coming down. Well, I think this is a selling trend. Okay, it's a selling trend, but towards the support, you have only 18 pips. You have only 18 pips to go, 1-8. Okay, so 18 pips to go. That means to say, what are you looking out for? You want to sell for Pound Aussie, you can sell, but always look out for the availabilities over here, the space here. Okay, let's say if now I'm going to enter a trade for sell, you have 17 pips. Do I want to grab 17 exactly? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to give a 25% buffer. Okay, all right, just in case it will react like this with rejections and then you didn't, it touches but it didn't go over your TP. Okay, so just in case. All right, so Pound Aussie still good to sell. Okay, but we have a very tight space. I would say probably you can wait for it to retrace a bit. Okay, let me check. Let me see. The retracement. Okay, yeah, it's over here in H1. Let's wait for it to retrace upwards here. Okay, where this is the actual testing of the previous support, which created a new resistance. Pound Aussie let it retrace upwards, touches the resistance. Remember, touches the resistance without breaking, and it start to turn down to form a new resistance like this, a green candle and a red candle in this area. Then you can start selling. Okay, and from there, you will have a better space of like 50 pips. Okay, so that will be Pound Aussie. That's the plan. Okay, all right. So Pound Aussie. Okay, I'm going to take this into my list, but I have to wait for the retracement to hit on the resistance. Okay, next to go, Pound CAD. Pound CAD. Well, Pound CAD is very obvious. It's still in the bull, running higher support into the transition and go out beyond the transition. Correct? So very likely it will still continue the bull market. The bullish run is still on the way. As you can see, it tested once yesterday, all right, and it has been pushed back. This long wick is actually a sign of buying. So this today, this little red candle, this is a resistance. I'm going to sell from here. No, okay. By looking at this is exceptional. Okay, this is a sign of big buying. So big buying is a kind of a rejections action from the market. So this retracement is still testing their luck, trying their luck to sell. But I think when it touches the resistance here, it will bounce up higher to creating a higher high. So Pound CAD, yes guys, for buyers, you can take a look like this. Okay, There's a support, higher support. Previous resistance will become the support, correct? Okay, so now it's coming back here without breaking, it has already starting to buy. Okay, so this is quite obvious for buying. Okay, so pound CAD is good for buying, not for selling. All right, so pound franc over here. Now pound franc is also a buying trade. Okay, from the bull support, higher support, and towards the resistance, still on the way to buy, hitting on the support, and now still building up the support, continue to go to the resistance. Okay, so that means to say it's still buying. That's too bad. Okay, all right, so pound yen. All right, pound yen over here, as you can see, touches, and it went up, touches the bear, come down, building up a higher support into the bear zone. The bear trying very hard to get out and go into the bear zone, into the bear market, but it's still feared, correct? Okay, so let's take a look at H4. Okay, it went back to the transition. The selling transition is here. Okay, and now it went back. So very likely, let's look at this resistance. I will be looking at this transition here. Okay, this transition, okay, right? Sorry, this transition area, and this is the resistance that I'm going to look out. Okay, this is the resistance that I'm looking out for. So tentatively, it has tested the support, and now it's a higher support with a lot of rejections. Candle showed below, and now it's a sign of buying. Okay, it's a sign of buying. All right. So right now, okay, by looking at this, all the candle movement, okay, it fall within the range of the purple line here, okay, which actually telling me that it's actually respecting the support area. Okay, it's respecting the support area. That means to say it's going to test the resistance up there. So now tentatively, okay, by looking at this pound yen, currently, I will say that if I want to sell, I want to wait for it to reach the resistance level. There's one minor one here, another one here. So it's still on the buying side. Okay, so if we want to capture some of the some minimum profit, a scalp, okay, when it hits on this resistance, okay, when it hits on this resistance, then probably when it start to turn down, then probably we have a good chance. However, I guess that today with this support area setting up, the very high possible is this area. Okay, so pound yen today looks like it's going to buy. Okay, so buyers, please look out for buying for pound yen. You still have a good space to buy, but for seller, please stay away from selling. Okay, the retracement may not be big and the buying will be very strong. Okay, all right, so pound kiwi, we are still in the bear. So now in the bear zone, looking out for a bear selling. Okay, so let's look out for the support first. So see if we have enough space for us to sell. Okay, let's see if there's is there enough space for us to sell. Okay, so let's look at this here. Yep, over here, support level here. Okay, the nearest support from the price is here. Okay, so we still have about 26 pips. Okay, pretty reasonable. And the resistance will be here. Okay, the resistance. Okay, resistance here. Okay, as you can see, touches one, and touches resistance becomes support, and touches one. Okay, so let's wait for it. Let's wait for this resistance as well. If it's going up, okay, pound kiwi, if it's going up, okay, let's wait for it to retrace upwards and hit on the resistance. If it's not breaking, it form a green and red candle like this, okay, like this, then we start selling. Okay, then we start selling. Okay, now it's a bit too low, the price is very low, so it's not ideal to sell yet. Okay, all right, so right now no, huh? Okay, so currently by looking at this pound kiwi in the whole of the general trending, okay, it is in the bear. And in the bear, we are looking for resistance to sell. That is the very, very basic theory. To sell, always sell the resistance. So let's wait for it. Anyway, there's one support coming. So good chance that it may go up, hits on the resistance, then start to come down. That may happen a few hours later. Okay, however, we can still put this into the list. Okay, so into the watch list, so that we can have a chance to sell later on. Okay, so pound dollar, let's take a look at pound dollar. Pound dollar is actually in the bull, running a higher support, and higher support. Can you see rejections again? Okay, so it's very obvious. It is very obvious that actually the higher support is forming up, moving towards the resistance area, and this resistance area, okay, you can see over here, okay, from the support. Buyers, take note, this is your chance. Okay, but in the whole general trend is a bull run, so this is good for buying. Okay, buyers, take a look, okay, for pound dollar. All right, pound dollar. Okay, so tentatively that's all for pound dollar. So I cannot put this into my selling watch list. Let's move into dollar CAD. Dollar CAD. Okay, dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, we are in the bear. From the bear, it went down lower high, hitting on the support, testing the resistance, it stopped at the resistance. So good, this is good. All right, so today we have a chance to sell. So let's pay attention to where we are going to sell. All right, so let's see in H4. H4 has already started to run from the resistance for the past 3 H4. Okay, 12 hours ago, it has started to run on the selling side. Now let's look out for the support area. Let's take a look at this support area. The nearest support, one support here. Okay, there's one support here. So let's see, do we have any chance to sell? We have about 20 pips. Yes, we got enough space. We do have enough space. Okay, so over here, yeah, this is a support area. You are right. Okay, so let's see if I want to sell. Okay, now it has already started to short. It has started to sell, but I wouldn't want to enter here because it's going to be a very low from this wave, correct? Okay, let's wait for a new wave. Okay, probably we may take a look at here. Or yeah, here. Okay, this area. All right, this is the resistance. Once if it retraces upward and hitting on the resistance without breaking, okay, and form a new resistance like this, a red candle, a green candle with a red candle, okay, then we start selling from the resistance. All right, okay, so then we may have a good chance, okay, to sell until the support. All right, okay, so this is one of the currency pair that we can take note today from this dollar CAD. Okay, from this dollar CAD. Okay, all right, I'm going to put this dollar CAD into my watch list so that we can also pay attention to sell. All right, so dollar franc, yeah, dollar franc is still on the move on in the bull market, as you can see. So from the bull, set out support, higher support, and now still higher support. So yeah, you can see it is still a higher support. Bull run. Okay, dollar franc, go for a buying. All right, sellers, please stay away. Okay, so next to go is dollar yen, right? Dollar yen over here. Okay, dollar yen, we are still in the selling mode. Okay, we are still in the selling mode right now. Since it's testing on the bear, get into the transition and get out of the transition, we are still in the bear. Correct? We are now still in the bear. Yesterday, I was saying that hopefully it will break the support. Who knows? It didn't break the support. Correct? It didn't break the support, and it got the rejections, set up the support, and break the resistance. Okay, it breaks the resistance. So now in H1, take a look over here. When it breaks the resistance over here, when it starts to retrace downwards, correct? It retraces downwards here. All right, it retraces downward, we may have a chance to sell. All right, but there's no, since there's no any trigger point to enter, okay, then the next hour it started to form a buy a support and start to buy again. Well, it start to buy again over here in this candle. All right, over here, this candle at 12 hours. Okay, so it went up again to test the resistance. So example like this. Okay, example. Let's us have a throwback on what happened yesterday. Okay, it tests the resistance here, M5. It tested once, it came down, but it started to break the resistance. Correct? That's what I always say. When it tests the resistance and it breaks, then when it started to go back to the resistance, if it doesn't go back into or below the resistance and form and tested the previous resistance that become a support and form up a red color, green color, green color candles, okay, it's a form of support which go above the previous resistance, like here, okay, this candle gone. That means the bull started to run, the trend started to change. Okay, so this is one good sign that we should be looking out for if there's a change of the trend. Okay, so when you are going to sell here, for example, if you're going to sell here, okay, from here and it went up there, okay, you see the changing of the trend, okay, this is the stop. Okay, you will experience maybe an 8 pips or 10 pips stop. Okay, I think that's pretty fine, pretty healthy. Okay, as long as you enter correctly on the or near to the resistance area. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's for dollar yen. So dollar yen, let's take a look at today. It seems like there's a support already. Higher support, correct? Higher support, and today higher support. Continue with red, green, and going to be a green, or it may become a red. Okay, so by looking at this, so it may come down, correct? So let's see, will it come down? Let's take a look. There's a resistance over here for dollar yen. Okay, it tested once, got rejected. Now seems like hovering, going sideways for the past 12 hours. It cannot decide where to go because I think it's the problem with the wall. So right now for dollar yen, it's a retracement. Aqua is above the white line already. So let's wait for it to hit on the resistance. Without breaking, when it starts to turn down, then probably there will be a chance. Okay, so dollar yen today is a retracement. Okay, so the retracement is pretty obvious, and so I'm not going to trade dollar yen today. I'm going to stay away from dollar yen. All right, with the Bitcoin, okay, as I say, it's starting to meet up with the support. It's finding a support. So you see, we can find a support. It has found a support and now starting to have a red, green, and green candle forming up a support. So be patient if you're going to buy. Okay, this is going to be a good price. This is kind of ideal value that you should be looking at. Okay, all right. So that's for Bitcoin. Okay, all right. So Bitcoin probably it will start to retrace upwards and quickly. Okay, as the war coming, guys. Yeah, just before the talk about the war, okay, let me send you what we're going to focus. Okay, well, we are going to focus on this. All right, Euro Kiwi, Pound Aussie, Pound Kiwi, and Dollar CAD. Well, not many. Did you realize that the not many dollar pair dollar as a base as a core currency? Okay, it's because the war may go on anytime, but actually, okay, it doesn't. You see, actually, it doesn't affect us a lot. Some people may say that. Well, in fact, it affects the economy a lot. Okay, as you know, when the war comes, what happened to the USD? Because of the gold price. Am I right? Okay, so which way it will go? So it will definitely affect the currency. You get what I mean? All right. So okay. So yes, yes and no about the worrisome about this war. Okay. So just keep a lookout. I don't suggest with the anxiety that create a loss of a direction in your trading. Okay. So life goes on, trading goes on. Just remember to apply the thoughts of the trader in the market. So what kind of movement they are showing you is actually the key, the direction, where is it going. Okay, so don't worry about the war. It's just about the announcement, if the war really start, there may be a very huge candle movement. Okay, price movement, huge price movement may occur. Okay, so just take note of that. Okay, it may also cause some slippage in your trading. Okay, so you have to accept this. All right, this is the risk that we are exposing to during this period of time. All right, guys. Okay, so Euro Kiwi, Pound Aussie, Pound Kiwi, and Dollar CAD. That's my picks for the day. Okay, so remember those currency pairs that you need to have patience to wait. Please wait. Okay, all right. So you try to enter a selling trade at the support at the resistance area. Try to enter a trade for buying at the support area. Okay, so that you will gain more pips, and if there's a need for a stop, you will lose a lesser pips. Okay, all right. So that's all for me, guys. So good luck in your trading. Bountiful of profits. Remember, if you got the TP from my sharing, leave a join below the comment. Okay, so this is everything from ACS Learning Hub. Thank you so much, and I shall see you tomorrow. Right, see you again.